Hi, Zodiac Family. Pisces Oracle here with another pick a card reading. Today's topic is going to be, does he or she have feelings for me now? So, does your partner or love interest have feelings for you now? We have three choices: blue, turquoise, or green. So, just take a minute to meditate. Um, Pick the stone that you gravitate towards when you're feeling most comfortable with, and then we'll get started. All right, so we're going to start with blue. So again, our topic is, what does he or she have feelings? Sorry, does he or she have feelings for me right now? So does your love interest or the person you are trying to figure out have feelings for you? He or she. Let's go. All right, so let's get these in the middle. All right, I'm going to take a look at these real quick. We have the Seven of Earth, Nine of Earth, Eight of Earth. So, wow, this is the most Earth energy I've gotten in one reading. Then we have religious factors and we have flirt. I just want to take a minute to look at these. Let's read the Seven of Earth. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. The Nine of Earth, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self employment. And Eight of Earth, skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. So, I feel like you guys are, I don't really, I'm going to have to clarify this skilled work, but we're going to look at the Seven of Earth right now and the Nine of Earth because I feel like these are your basic two energies. So, right now you are planting those seeds of love. You're, um, you're not taking any serious actions toward this person, but you're planting those little seeds. It's little things like little texts, little comments, little communications. Maybe if you're seeing them while you're out, you're giving them a little bit of attention here and there. And this person really enjoys the little things in life. Um, they're not really extroverted, they're pretty introverted, so I'm feeling that. And they might be going to school. Um, I feel like this is their energy. So I feel like they're learning all there is to know about themselves and about where they're going in life. I think they're really in a period of self-reflection, whereas, you've got all your stuff figured out. I think this flirt energy is definitely you, and I'm feeling like this religious factors is definitely them. With the religious factors, it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I feel like this person is learning all about their spiritual path. Maybe they haven't had any serious um, religious influences in their life. So they're just kind of on their spiritual path and they're kind of learning all there is to know about those aspects of their life. And they're in a bit of self reflection right now. They're kind of reflecting upon themselves. And you're in this really flirty energy where you're trying to plant those seeds of a possible relationship. And they are not really, not that they're not catching on, it's just that they're a little self involved, not in a negative way, just self involved with figuring out their own. Their own persona, like who this person's like, who am I, what do I believe in, and you're just this flirty energy that's fun and really knows where they're going in life. So sometimes it's hard for the person who doesn't really know where they're going, kind of self-reflecting person, to not really see your energy, not really pay attention to those flirts because they're not really in that. That's not what they're focused on right now. They're not really focused on a relationship per se, but that doesn't mean a relationship isn't a possibility because I'm feeling possibilities here. Let's pull out a an angel's oracle card. just for a little clarification on, you know, what's going on with them a little bit more. Because I feel like you're really set in your ways. Like, you're obviously attracted to this person. You're obviously been flirting with this person. You've obviously been putting in the effort, planting those seeds of love. And they're just kind of like in a self-searching mode. Like, they're just thinking about their own life. So listen to your intuition. So I feel like you might know that they're attracted to you, and um, I feel like you might know that they're attracted to you, but you haven't really, um, I feel like you've been flirting, but not like really outwardly. So they're kind of missing that message. Let's pull one more card. And it says no. So yeah, that's telling me that no, they're not missing the message. They're actually getting the message. It's just that they're kind of in their own self-reflective. They're a little closed off. And it's not of anything that you've done. It's just that they're a little closed off. So, what you can do in the situation is just kind of pull back, maybe not be as flirtatious, because maybe they're seeing you as someone who's always flirting with them or always flirting with others, and they might think, you know, they might think because you're always flirting with them that you flirt with everyone. So I think that's what's going on there. Let's pull out one more card from the Angel Oracle. Big happy changes. Okay, yeah. So, um, like I said before, they're closed off, but there are some big happy changes in store if you can listen to your intuition and kind of figure out when a good time to talk to them is. Um, I feel like you're really guarded too. Like, you're both really guarded. So, um, if you don't listen to your intuition and they're kind of closing themselves off, then there won't be these big happy changes. But I think you can work on it. Start with little things like inviting them maybe to do something small. If there's an activity that you enjoy together, or you know that there's an activity that they enjoy, even if you don't like it, we can make the sacrifice sometimes, right? If we're going to get those big happy changes. So, try to find out something that they're interested in and just kind of check out where the relationship would go. I don't feel like you need to make any big moves right now. I don't think it's good timing for that. And that's just, with the know and the listen to your intuition, because I feel like they're a little bit closed off, and it's not because of you. It's just that's just the kind of person they are. They're kind of closed. I don't. I get you're dealing possibly with, an earth sign, but that's not, you know, I don't really like to read, zodiac signs in the readings unless I feel like it's really prevalent and I'm called to say it. Um, but right now I'm just feeling like they're just a little closed off. And if you can kind of lighten up that mood, listening to your intuition, trying to figure out when, you can kind of figure out an activity that you guys could do together. Swapping numbers is a good idea. Just swap some numbers. I don't think you've taken that step yet, and I think it might be time for that. Just swap numbers and then send them a text like, um, and I think texting is a great way to swap numbers. Like, I never write a number down and then, excuse me, I never write a number down and then like go back and put it in my phone later. I'm like, hey, can I text you right now so that you'll be in my contacts and then you'll have my number? It's just the easier way to do it. And, if they say no, I'm not really, I don't really give out my phone number, then that's okay too. I think in that situation, you can realize it's time to move on from this person. But I think this person is just a little closed off. It's not that they don't have feelings for you, it's just that they're in a point in their lives where they're just kind of closed off for the world. They may have just gotten out of a bad relationship. And in that case, a friendship would probably be very beneficial to them. So, yeah, that's your read. If you're blue, just try to be a good friend. See if you can swap numbers. If not, move on. You're worth it. So you're going to find someone who's willing to swap numbers with you and willing to take the time with you. So, Blue, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope it offered some clarity for you. And I'm sorry it wasn't like super duper positive, but it was also not super duper negative. So, it is what it is. And I think sometimes the universe tells us that, things happen in time. And those big happy changes could even mean that you're going to have another relationship with someone else. But they're closed off. In a summary, if I could sum it up, I would just say you know, go for it in a low key way by trying to swap those numbers and maybe inviting them to a small activity. Okay, if you chose the turquoise stone, this is your reading. And I may be doing them out of order, so I'm sorry about that, but just go by the stone. And I definitely timestamp these. All right, we have the Hermit, the World, lovely, the Knight of Fire. I'm going to move these just to the side in case we need them. And we have Reconciliation and Stay Optimistic about your love life. All right, so I just want to take a look at these cards real quick. We have the Hermit, the World, and the Knight of Fire. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. Again, I don't like to um, read signs into my readings, but because I feel like these readings are so general, it could be any sign really. You have the Knight of Fire here, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. A sudden event, it could be a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Maybe you've had an invitation lately and you haven't responded. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. So that's their energy. They're kind of like this fire energy. And you're kind of like the Hermit. You're pretty introverted and you really rely on your decompressions during the day. Like you're out in the world and then you come home and you need to decompress from all that. And they're pretty fiery. So um, I can see where it would be a little tense for you to feel like, wow, do they actually have feelings for me because I'm so different? But just remember that opposites attract. Remember this fire energy will have to rest sometimes. The fire energy people are basically, they're out there and they're fun and they have pretty exciting lives. But, us hermits, people who are more introverted, um, you know, we have fun in our own ways, just in a more relaxed environment. So this person, you're very opposite, is what I'm getting from this. And with the World, it's like the path toward enlightenment. I'm feeling like with the World, you guys just have a good base or a good foundation for this relationship because opposites really do attract. You really balance each other in this relationship. I feel like there may have been something that you maybe did you have a little argument, and I'm not going to say like a big argument, but like maybe you were teasing each other and maybe they teased you a little bit too hard, so some reconciliation is needed on your side. Like um, they might need to apologize to you for maybe hurting your feelings a little bit. And then on this side we have stay optimistic, so they're really optimistic about the relationship. They are positive about the relationship. um, this card just says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So they are romantically interested. Um, it's just that you're different. So you guys are just really different people. Let's pull one more oracle card out just so we can get a little bit more insight. But yeah, you guys have all the tools you need here for a relationship, and you're opposite. So you'll balance each other out really well. And I think you know that. I think you both kind of know that. And I think they've teased you a little too much, because you're a little bit more introverted, but that's okay. You got to forgive them. You have to reconcile with them, okay? Yes. So it can't get more clear than a yes, my friends. This person obviously has feelings for you. They are interested in you. I do feel like you're the kind of person that wants to take it a little slow, and that is totally fine. Go with what is comfortable for you. They're a little bit more fiery, they're a little bit more passionate, so they may be, I don't want to say aggressive, but they might press you a little bit for time and energy. Not so much sexual energy because I don't feel like they want to jump in the sack with you right now because um, they feel the relationship is valid. Like this is the relationship that could last for them. And so when someone sees that, they don't want to just hop in bed. They want to work on things. They want to elevate the relationship. They want to get to know you a little bit more. And they want to see they want to I don't want to say they want to push your buttons, but they want to see how far they can push your buttons so that in the future they know how to handle things. So yes, I think you guys definitely have um, a spark between you. I think you are interested, you're obviously interested in them. They are definitely interested in you. We've got the yes right here. Sorry, that was off camera, but I'm pushing it up so you can see it now. So, yeah, this card is a yes. You guys definitely have some chemistry and some attraction here. And with the world, again, you know, you just have a stable foundation. So I hope that reading helped you guys. I hope you're getting some sort of message or it's clearing up some information for you. But that was your reading. Okay, guys, if you chose the green stone, actually, these are all glass beads and I keep calling them stones, but if you chose the green color, this is your reading. Let's see. Empress. It was in the reverse position, so I'm going to put it back in that reverse position in just a second. Okay, I just want to check out these cards. So we have the Empress, and it was in reverse. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the Empress. We have the Six of Water, which could be, water energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And we also have the Five of Air, which could be an air sign. I don't really like reading signs, again, into my readings, but um, with this deck, it's a little more prevalent than most, I guess. I just want to take a minute to check these out. Okay. I'm feeling like we've got this unrequited love here. So I'm not, I hate to say this, guys, but I'm not really feeling like there's an attraction here. We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And then on the other hand, we have the honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So I'm feeling like maybe you guys have just recently met. So that's exactly it. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. You guys, this is a new love for you. You've just met this person. You're you're in the process of getting to know each other. And your Empress was in reverse. So I feel like this is definitely your energy. You're kind of in this reverse energy. The Empress is really the woman that has it all. So in the reverse, it's like the woman that is just missing a little love here, I think. I feel like you've got everything in your bag except somebody right now. There's not a person in your life right now that you feel like you can have a relationship with. Um, and I feel like it stems from, I'm seeing um, this card says childhood issues. But I'm thinking it stems from not being ready to have children, and also maybe not trusting because of your childhood. Maybe there was some mistrust that happened in your childhood, and I'm just getting, for some people, I'm getting that you don't want children right now, and maybe this person has discussed that with you, that if they're going to be in a relationship, they're wanting children, but you're just not ready. And then for some of you, I'm getting that you did have some sort of childhood issue, or maybe a childhood trauma, or maybe um, just some mistrust in your childhood. So that's really causing a block here, and that's why there's this unrequited love. This isn't you not having the love for them. This is just an energy, really, with this childhood issue for you guys. So if you have that childhood issue, the childhood trauma, or just the mistrust from childhood, this unrequited love is coming from you. Even though you're interested in them, you're not really ready to have this honeymoon time with them. With the holidays coming up, I feel like they would be interested in maybe spending the holidays with you, but you're kind of a little standoffish to them. Like they're seeing you as someone who's standoffish. And, you know, if you are the person that doesn't want to have children, I think, it's safe to go ahead and say that. Like, I'm not really ready for children yet. If I get into a serious relationship, I'm not ready for children. But if you're the other side of the spectrum, if you're the ones that have the childhood trauma, I'm definitely not saying tell them about your childhood trauma. I mean, that's a very personal issue, and I think counseling would be a really good thing for you to seek out before you can really move this relationship forward. So if I were to say there is attraction here, there is, but you guys don't really know each other that well, so you're not really ready to admit to this stuff right here that's going on. Let's pull out a romance. Sorry, not a romance, but a angel oracle card here, because I feel like I need to clarify you. You've got some underlying issues here that you're not really ready to share with this person. And that's completely understandable. Take your time, you know, maybe talking to a counselor would be really good for you. All right, one more shuffle, and then we'll pull out a card for you concerning this childhood trauma issue and the unrequited. Okay, yeah, it's up to you. So, yeah, I think it's up to you maybe to go seek some counseling, um, talk to a professional about the situation. I don't feel like there's an answer for you here right now because of the childhood issues. And even if you're the person who's not ready to have children, I think, um, you know, you might also need to find a partner who is also not ready to have children. So, it's the situation is up to you. You really need to seek some guidance or counseling elsewhere besides just here on the tarot reading. A tarot reading is really just an introspection. It's you, the cards bringing in to mind your subconscious, and you reacting to your subconscious through the messages in the reading. So if I were to say or give you any advice, it would be that, go ahead and talk to a professional, maybe a counselor, psychologist, psychiatrist. It's up to you. It's really up to you to get the help that you need so that you can move on in love. Um, I feel like this person would be very accepting of you, but I feel like you need some outside help first. And that's okay. Like, a lot of people have childhood trauma. I know I did. And from my experience, um, it was me learning to forgive before I can pursue the rest, before I can pursue my final relationship. And once I was able to forgive, and my partner really helped me to um, to forgive and know that things weren't my fault, then then I was able to finally forgive and then move on and pursue that relationship with that partner. So I think here that's your guided answer. Just it's not really time for you to share information with this person. It's time for you to get some counseling maybe, or just some outside help. Even talking to your parents. If maybe I feel like some of you maybe haven't even told your parents. Um, I don't know if your parents will be accepting of you telling them something. So that's why it's sometimes good to just kind of seek outside counseling from a psychologist or a psychiatrist. But I hope that reading helped you guys figure some things out. But yeah, this is just your situation is that, you have a little bit more self reflecting and growing to do before you can really enter this relationship because you have some trust issues. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with having trust issues. You want to make sure you're in the right relationship for you, and that when you are in a relationship with someone, that the person is there for you 100%, and that they're willing to deal with the things that you have to deal with too. Because in a partnership, you got to deal with their stuff, they got to deal with your stuff. And at the end of the day, it's about how much, how much stuff would you be willing to deal with this person? Because the more stuff you'd be willing to deal with, the more you can really trust in yourself that you love them. And if you're not willing to deal with any of their issues, then it's not really a love situation. It's just a more physical thing. So I hope that reading resonated with you guys. I hope you got some insight. I will be posting up um, 3 to 4 videos per week. It just depends on what I can kick out. I will usually do a weekly love reading and 3 other topics. So this was one of the topics for this week of October the 29th through November 4th. You can check out my description box below for information on me. If you want to associate a picture with the voice, you can see me on my website, piscesoracle.com. I also do private reads if you're interested in that. But other than that, I will be posting more videos on YouTube for you guys to check out. And in the future, I will also be posting an announcement video, which will talk about some upcoming contests and different things that will be going on with my channel. So I love you guys. Have a great day or night or afternoon, whatever time you're watching my video. And remember, my videos are timeless because time is a relative, you know, irrelevant relative. Time is a relevant relative is what I was trying to say. Things are timeless. Time is just an illusion. So check out my other videos, and I hope you guys have an awesome day, night, or afternoon. Bye now.